Hey guys, so ring magic is always my favorite type of magic to perform because it's organic and I always have it with me all the time. So during conventions, I'll be showing to a lot of magicians, and one of my good friend Garrett Thomas has suggested some of the good tips and some idea that I think is going to be very valuable for you guys, and I should include it in this video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the first part of reflex. Is when I do like this, on his ring thing DVD, he has a way of sealing the ring out by going like this. Okay, you can take the ring out like this, and you can apply the same thing with this one. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna show the ring like this on the tip of your finger, and as your right hand come over, you're gonna curl like this, seal the ring out, and now from here, your thumb can go directly into the ring, and you can hold to the exact same position. So from here, you can drop the ring right into their palm. So let me do that one more time quickly, and I'll show you in full speed what it looks like. So the ring goes on like this, finger goes in, and you can open your hand, and the ring would fall into their palm. And just slow motion, the ring goes like this. Your thumb would reach in there, hold on to the ring, and drop the ring into their palm. So that's one thing that Garrett suggested. Another thing I want to show to you is the second part of it, or the third phase actually, is once the ring is in the palm, and once you load it on, and this is a great idea, is that after you steal the ring out, instead of pulling the right hand out, which could cause some heat onto your right hand, what you want to do is that once the ring is on, you will want to turn your left hand over as if you want to show the other side. And from here, if you want to, you can kind of close your hand, and as you point, you see how the hand naturally curls? That's when you can grip the ring into a curled palm and steal that ring out, okay? And from here, you can take the ring out and give it to them to examine and dish the ring. So I'll do that part one more time quickly. The ring loads on like this. As your hand comes over, show like this, and this hand turn over. At the same time, okay? As his hand curl naturally, and you point. So that's the second part. Now, the third part is that Gary suggests the first part, when you put the ring on, the reason why the ring is stuck onto the tip of your finger, right? So here's what he suggests. You have a ring, you say, I'm going to put the ring on the tip of my finger, and you kind of act like you struggle a little bit, and the ring goes on, right? You say, no, actually hold your hand out. And as you ask him to hold both of your hands out, it's when you take the ring out, like this, okay? And you, no, hold your hand like this out. And this is a perfect position because your hands are ready into that grip. So the first time you can put the ring on in a normal way like this, and as you ask him to hold your hand out, your hand will go into this exact position, pull the ring out, it's a little tight here, pull the ring out, they will hold the hand like this, and then you'll go right back into the first part. Okay, so that's another thing. And one last thing that he mentioned is, you know, the part that you do with 2 rings, you can also do with 1 ring, and this is a really simple way that he suggested, so it's not going to look good with the mirror table. But you can take the ring like this, and as you take the ring, you can pretend to kind of rub on a finger like that. Okay, so it's like a French drop from here, and as your hand come over to pretend to take the ring, your ring finger going to slip on to it, and as the side of your palm, you're going to slide that ring into the hand. It's really hard to do in a humid situation, but from here, it should look like you still have the ring here, and the ring goes on your finger like that. And after this, if you choose to, you can also go straight into the ring through finger. So that's all the tips I have for you. So see you guys next time. That's it. Please practice, practice, and practice. Now, this ring move aren't the easiest move to do in the world, and each move are created for different situations. So you don't have to do all in sequence if you don't feel comfortable, and feel free to do them separately as its own effect, because I think each of them have different strength and different weakness. If you don't have 2 rings, then you don't have to do the last one. But if you have, then you have an option to do as well. Another thing to keep in mind is also the temperature of your hand. If your hand are getting too sweaty, then it might be too hard for you to do this move, and it might not look as good. So if the situation is not right, then you can skip the ring. You don't have to always do this trick. Now, I'm a ring person, so I always have the ring on my finger and ready to go because it's more organic and it's something that people can relate it to. It's not a card trick, it's not a coin trick, and just something different. And there's a lot of ring routine out there that you can learn and utilize with my moves. Also, keep practice in front of the mirror, make sure the angle is right. And if you have people surrounded, then you don't have to do this part. Now, if you're not a ring person or you don't find yourself always wearing the ring all the time, sometimes you would run in a situation where you see a wedding band that would be perfect for the second phase. So in that case, I would borrow the ring from a spectator and try it on my ring finger first. If it fit nicely and you know it's good, then you can go ahead, perform the move, and we'll make the trick a lot more powerful, a lot more personal. If the ring is too tight, then you can always try to move onto your pinky and then perform like that, because your pinky is slightly smaller and a little shorter, so that should make the move look a lot better. Now, some girls have bigger ring and some people wear it on thumb rings, so depends on the size of the ring. You can always do this move anytime, anywhere you want. You don't have to have the ring on you all the time, and if you find the right situation, then go ahead and take that advantage. These moves are not easy and they're a little difficult. It will take some time to practice, but with practice, it will be a really, really powerful routine, really organic magic. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach me out on Facebook, Twitter, 311 Forum, and I'll see you guys next time. Please do not put this in the blooper. And immigrant mode. Curl your finger, and this ring is actually gonna slide along the finger. But if you want to, you can also always change up the order or do just its own part of it. Practice, I'm sure you guys can perform well, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach me out on Facebook. I feel so Asian. สวัสดีครับ วันนี้ผมจะมาโชว์คน Let me know if you have any questions. F and L.